Welcome back to From the Sidelines. So, if you're new here, every year for the past 2 years,
For a year, we've done 1 year. This is
oh,
the start of year
this is
two.
second year. So every year, the premise is every year I will spin a wheel the day before or at some point before the NFL draft, and whatever team it lands on is my team for the season. And so this year, the wheel has spoken. And I will be a Texans fan. And so, what do you think about that?
I mean, they've been good. They've been good recently.
Yeah.
They've made the postseason. They have not had much postseason success, but they are on the right track to get there. And I think it'll be a lot more exciting than last year.
Last year I had the Titans.
And they won
four games. One accidental.
Yes, the Cardinals. One was fed to them.
One was like, yeah. And so they showed promise, though. And so I stayed within the conference. So that's the nice thing. I will get to see
two Titans games.
Two matchups against the Titans. And I know the Titans. So it'll be a little fun to watch teams I actually know, the players and things like that. And so, and then by the way, I'm Gina. This is my son,
Alex.
And so, yes, mom and son. He's kind of leading me on this football journey. He's a little football, knows everything. His football knowledge is pretty high. He's been a fan for many, many years, and I just thought it would be fun to join him in the football fandom and have a little fun.
You've never really been a devoted.
No,
like with the basketball, you've watched the Spurs. You're a diehard Spurs fan, but with football, it's always just been in the background, and you've never really been committed to a fan base.
No, in basketball, I'm strictly a team. I actually don't even know many other players besides the Spurs players. But for football, it's been like the stars. Following the stars. Patrick Mahomes. The Derrick Henry. Just following the main people. Saquon. All those things. But I never followed a team.
Yes, this was your idea and your way of being more immersed in the football season. And learning about the interesting fan bases that each of the 32 teams.
Yeah, because football's fun. Football's fun. The fan base, the atmosphere is different than basketball and football. Stadiums are huge. The tailgating's a big part of it. The fandom's part of it. So I'm excited to be part of that. And so Texans. So what we're going to do today is we're going to give a brief history of the Texans. We're going to talk a little tiny bit about the draft class. They didn't have very many high picks. I think they had one first-round pick. And then their second-round pick was pretty fun too, just the highlights and stuff I see on the social media. And then we are going to talk facts that I need to have ingrained in my head.
That every Houston Texans fan should know.
Yes.
And that you are required to know as a 1-year Houston Texan.
Yes. These are things that I need to know. I should know if I'm a Texans fan, which I am. I'm a Texans fan.
You're a Texans fan.
I am a Texans fan.
You're a swarmer?
I am part of the
swarm?
Part of the swarm. The Texans swarm. All right. Okay, so you're going to give us the rundown of brief history. Try to keep it brief. I know he gets really into this. He's a nerd.
So Houston Texans, they are the youngest NFL franchise to date. They were founded in 1999. Took 3 years to finally join as an expansion team in 2002. I thought it was really interesting that because I never really thought about that, but prior to the Texans joining, there was 31 teams. So like right now we have 32, and it's perfect. You have four divisions of 4 teams on each side. And so with 31 teams, I was like, huh.
How was it broken down in 31?
We had the AFC, NFC. In the AFC, they each had 3 divisions. There was the AFC West, AFC East, and then the AFC Central.
Oh, okay.
And then in the NFC, it was the same thing. Each one had 5 teams.
Okay.
And the AFC Central had 6 teams.
Okay.
So it was on the NFC, it was 5-5-5. On the AFC, it was 5-5-6.
Okay.
So it was
You don't
I
like
would.
that?
Yeah, it's
The lack
very
of symmetry?
lack of symmetry.
So what's going to happen if we ever have an expand? They're not going to do it. I thought they were thinking about more
They were
expansion
thinking about more
teams.
expansion teams.
It's going to throw it all off.
It is going to throw it all off.
It's
So
going
I
to
feel like
bother. Yeah, I
we're
like
at a really
it.
nice sweet
Can we
spot.
just keep it?
No, they want money.
Oh, okay.
They want money.
Dang. Okay, because I do like the 4-4-4.
Yeah, this is a very nice format that we have right now. So
okay, all right. So expansion team in 1999 founded. Started playing in 2002. They the Titans used to actually be the Houston team.
Yes,
they were the
Houston Oilers.
The Houston Oilers moved
they
away.
Went to Tennessee.
Became Titans. So it's kind of like.
How did they get that name?
Oh, and there actually used to be a Texans team in Texas. Mm-hmm. The original Dallas team was the Dallas Texans, which we might know now as the Kansas City Chiefs. So the Kansas City Chiefs are actually are rooted from Texas. Mm-hmm. So they used to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Were they Kansas City Texans at some point? Probably not. That would be weird. Yeah, but they did change to the Kansas City Chiefs, but they were the Dallas Texans. So that's pretty. So they just took that name. They reestablished the Texans team in Texas.
Debut season, expansion team 4-12. Oh yeah. That's what you expect from an expansion team.
Yeah. So, yeah. I was wondering how do they get players on the next.
They have an expansion draft, so I think I would have to do more digging on how that works. But I know they hold like a special draft. For them to fill up their roster.
Yeah, that's a lot. 60 something.
So yeah, this 2003 went 4-12. They had their first 500 season in 2007. So they went 8-8. That was their first time being at 500. And then in 2009 they went 9-7, just right above 500. So they're getting there. In the 2011 draft, they would acquire their Wisconsin star J.J. Watt with the 11th overall pick.
That's right.
He would spend 9 years with them. Future Hall of Famer, most likely. I would gonna assume a first ballot Hall of Famer because he is one of the best defensive players.
And he by far was the best.
Texans.
Yes. He is the best Texans player. Houston Texans.
Yes. You think Houston Texans history? You think J.J. Watt? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He won Defensive Player 3 times, 5 first-team All-Pros. His all-decades team. He's in the Texans Ring of Honor. He holds the NFL record with the most 20-plus sack seasons with 2, and most tackles for a loss at 39. Outside of that,
trying to make sure I know what he looks like. I have this fear. I am planning on getting a JJ Watt jersey as mine. I try to pick someone who's established franchise player that like is the names associated with the franchise. So last year I had Eddie George with my Titans as a Titans fan. So this year I'm gonna do JJ Watt. But I have this fear that if I'm ever walking around wearing someone's jersey and I run into them, I won't know what they look like. And so let me make sure I know what JJ Watt looks like. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. Not a very unique face. All right.
Oh, he's a big guy.
He is very big.
He's a big guy.
I mean, I think I 6'5", 300, 250. He might have lost a little muscle at this point. 250. Okay. I think I'll be able to recognize him.
You got it.
Okay. Good.
But yeah, so they would draft J.J. Watt in 2011, and that's when they would make their first playoff appearance. So it took them about 8 seasons to get there. They would beat the Bengals in the wild card 31-10, and would lose to the Ravens in the divisional. Losing in the divisional seems to be their thing.
Yeah, it does. I haven't watched football very long, but the last few seasons I've been more into it, mostly because you're into it. And Dad had, when you were little, a little tiny thing, Dad was hurt by the Cowboys too much that he stopped watching football for a couple of years. He did. He wouldn't watch anything. He was like, I just can't. I'm not, like, it's pointless. So he stopped watching football for a while. You brought him back.
I did.
You did. You saved him.
And now we just suffer together.
Yeah, you don't want to suffer alone. There's nothing fun about suffering alone, but if you have company, it's a little more easier to handle. So
yeah.
So yes.
2011 first playoff appearance. 2012 they would make it back. They would again beat the Bengals in the wild card and lose to the Patriots in the divisional. That next year they would draft DeAndre Hopkins, who was on pace to be a Texans legend.
Yeah.
And
then things happened. Unfortunate.
Yeah. So 2015 they would go 9-7, make the playoffs, and they would lose to the Chiefs in the wild card 30-0. Yeah, that was a blowout. 2016 they would again make the playoffs. They would defeat the Raiders in the wild card, and they would lose to the Patriots in the divisional.
Pattern. We're breaking this pattern this year. This year we are breaking the pattern.
2017 NFL draft, they would draft Deshaun Watson, who at the time
was... Oh, that's the one I was talking about.
Deshaun Watson.
Wait, which one's the... What happened with DeAndre Hopkins?
DeAndre Hopkins got traded for like a bag of chips.
Yeah, okay.
Deshaun Watson got traded because
the reputation.
He had all the controversial masseuse.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so...
And the Deshaun Watson trade is essentially what built the team that they have today.
Okay.
Because that was a huge trade.
So DeAndre Hopkins, where did he end up?
Cardinals.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
His first 6 games, he went 3-3, and he tore his ACL in his rookie seasons. The Texans would miss the playoffs with the 4-12 record. So after he won those first 3 games, got injured, they won 1 game.
That was Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, yeah. 2019, they would qualify for the playoffs, win the division. They would beat Buffalo in the wild card, and then they would lose to the Chiefs in the divisional. Chiefs would eventually go on to win the Super Bowl. So
that was
it wasn't a bad divisional loss, but
that was Patrick Mahomes'
prime.
Like that was when he was.
I mean, he's still prime.
He's still pretty good. But that was when we were just like it was like hard to not
root
for the guy. Yeah, because he was just. It was just nice. It was a different experience. But yes.
They would go on to lose to the Chiefs in the divisional. 2020, they would trade away DeAndre Hopkins for a 4th round pick and Arizona running back David Johnson. David Johnson did nothing. The 4th round pick did nothing.
We suck again.
This was Bill O'Brien's. Bill O'Brien was a head coach for all these playoff runs.
Yeah.
So he had he was there for a good amount of years. Would make the playoffs, but never really make it far. This was kind of on his way out. Trade away your best player.
Oh, yeah. Get the rebuild.
Yes. So 2020 season, after trading DeAndre Hopkins, they would start 0-4. Head coach fired. They went through this head coach carousel for a bit before landing on who they have now,
which is
Ryans.
DeMeco Ryans. Okay.
Quarterback.
And when they got DeMeco Ryans, they also got. That was when they had the CJ Stroud.
Yes.
They got to draft CJ. What pick was CJ Stroud?
Let me see. I have it in here. Traded up for the. I don't know.
It was
Google
a pretty high pick. I have him actually. I was right here.
CJ Stroud draft pick. Because I have 2023. They would hire DeMeco Ryans. They would draft CJ Stroud.
Second overall pick in the 2023 NFL draft. You didn't know he was that high, did you?
Who did they have the second and search up 2023 draft? Search that up real quick.
Why? What are you wondering?
I'm curious.
Oh, they did big things. They drafted up again.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to see.
2023
NFL draft.
Yeah, I remember I was like, oh my God, Texans are doing things. Because then it was like,
and then they took C.J. Stroud at 2, and they took Will Anderson at 3.
Yeah, that's right. I remember the thing going off and them trading up, and it was like, I was like, oh crap, Texans are making moves.
Yep. So they draft C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State at number 2, and they draft Will Anderson at number 3. They would go 10-7, win their division. They would beat the Cleveland Browns in the wild card 45-14, and they would lose in the divisional round to the Ravens 34-10. C.J. Stroud won Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Will Anderson won Defensive Rookie of the Year. So they had the 2 Rookie of the Years on the same team. Promising future. C.J. Stroud starts to regress. 2024.
You say regress.
Look at his stats.
Okay. But they haven't really built a line for him yet.
That's what they do need to do. And they
built their defense.
100%.
Yes. And that's what's been like that's their thing.
Mm-hmm.
So C.J. Stroud he needs a line. He hasn't performed like his first season.
Yes.
He hasn't. Okay.
Yeah, 2024, make it back to the playoffs. They defeat the Chargers in the divisional and would lose to they defeat the Chargers in the wild card and would lose to the Chiefs in the divisional with their absolute.
The 24, they were up 24. The worst loss, that comeback for the Chiefs. Horrible comeback.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
builds
what you call
on
it.
the Patrick Mahomes legacy.
Yeah, the 24-0.
24-0 lead at halftime.
Yeah. Wait, was that one?
I'm pretty sure.
With Stroud? Stroud wasn't in that one. Because this is in 2019.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, the other one. That was another divisional loss. Bad. Wrong one.
That was
back. That was when Mahomes was in his prime. That was that one where I said, well, that's Mahomes.
Oh,
that's what we were talking about.
My bad.
That was that year when Mahomes was just.
They just lose to the Chiefs in the divisional.
Yeah, they just lose a regular loss. It wasn't anything detrimental because Mahomes isn't Mahomes anymore. Okay, he still is. But
and then that brings us up to today. Last season, Texans again make the playoffs.
I know.
Beat the Steelers in the wild card. Go on to play the New England Patriots in the divisional.
Horrible game. Horrible game.
Ugly game.
Yeah, that was
4 interceptions in the first half for C.J. Stroud.
God, it was gross. It was one of those games. And both teams are playing like shit too, like crap too. So it was just like watching monkeys throw poop at each other.
Yeah,
it was just